I'm going to use these beautiful New York steaks to make a steak sandwich. Start off by patting them dry on all sides, making sure that there's no moisture left. And then while they're coming up to room temperature, I'm going to start seasoning them with a decent amount of cracked black pepper, some dried rosemary, and salt, making sure to get them all covered on all sides, including the edges. Oh, and I'm adding some paprika and garlic powder as well. That way I can get a good crust on these guys. And once I get a good sprinkling rubbed in on all sides, I'm going to make sure to mop up any bits on the plate, making sure to get it on the edges and then every nook and cranny. And I'm going to let those steaks hang out for about 15 more minutes until they completely come up to room temperature before popping them into a stainless steel pan with a little blob of bacon fat in there. Making sure to get a sear on the edges and not just on the pretty faces of these guys here. And then once they're about 3/4 of the way cooked, I'm popping in a pat of butter to give them a little bit of a base, just to get that deliciousness that is butter incorporated into these steaks here. Once I got these guys to about 122, 123 degrees in some spots on these steaks, I'm popping them off to the side to rest for at least half the amount of time that I cooked them for, cutting them off the bone and then slicing them into some strips. And I'm going to save these bones to make some beef broth with at a later date. But look at that. Just absolute juicy deliciousness. But I will say I should have trimmed off that little bit of silver skin that was on the edge of one of these guys. But other than that, this steak hit the spot. Boom. Steak for sandwiches, scrumptiousness.